What is up, guys? Welcome to the channel. In this video we're talking about how many calisthenics skills can you learn in the first year of calisthenics training. Now from that title you might think that I've only been training for 1 year, but I've actually been training for 8 years. But I've seen many people, beginners, I've seen many people I train at a calisthenics gym. I've kind of tried to help them, and I kind of have a general sense of how long the skills take. Muscle up, handstand, planche, front lever, all takes widely different time. Some people learn some skills faster, like some people learn the front lever really quick. Some people learn the planche really quick. Some people learn neither quick. But just as a general idea, what can you expect to get in your first year of training? And while I do that, I'm going to be doing some calisthenics skills in the background, so hopefully you enjoy it. And let's get into the first set of my training. Okay, let's go for a warm-up set first. All right, as you can see from that handstand push-up, I have continuously improved throughout these 8 years. And that was something that was very hard to do in the beginning for me. As a matter of fact, I couldn't do it for a very, very long time. I think it took me around 1 year to learn a handstand push-up, and now it's a part of my warm-up. So the first thing I kind of want to tell you is that don't stress too much about how long stuff takes, okay? If it takes 1 year, fine. If it takes 2, if it takes 3, whatever. You don't really plateau in calisthenics to the same degree as I feel like you do in weightlifting, because there's so much technique to it and so much knowledge that you need to learn that, I mean, now I might be overcomplicating calisthenics, but it's simple in its core, but if you go into the detail, it's quite complicated. So I feel like you can keep progressing throughout the years. Even if you start out slowly, you might still end up being insane at calisthenics. Hold on, let me sit down. So some people learn slower, and that's fine. But just to give a general idea of what I learned in my first year of calisthenics training, I learned the handstand, I learned the muscle up. I learned my first ugly muscle up after about 3 months of training. And then I also learned the handstand push-up after about 1 whole year, I think. I learned the L-sit to handstand and the L-sit. I didn't learn the front lever and the planche. The front lever and the planche I struggled with for the first 5 years of my journey, but now it's getting to the point where I can do them really, really well. Let me just show you my front lever real quick. Just a warm up as well. As you can see, I didn't have any warm-up before that, and I'm just able to jump straight into a front lever, which is honestly kind of crazy for me, because for the first 5 years of my training, I struggled with it, and just being able to jump into it like that is honestly mind-blowing for me. So even if you progress slowly, just know that the skills will come if you persevere. For some people, it might take 1 year. For me, it took like 5 to get a good front lever. Now, after 8 years, I can do it for like 15 seconds plus. So yeah, when you see all these people learn calisthenics skills really, really quickly online, just know that there are a bunch of people out there as well. In fact, most people, it takes 8 years to get skills like these. They're much harder than it might seem on Instagram in real life. So don't be discouraged. I don't mean to discourage you. I actually mean to motivate you with this knowledge, to know that these skills are not something to be like, oh, he just got a planche. If you got a planche, that's absolutely insane. Yeah, people don't talk about how long calisthenics skills actually take, but the planche has been one of the harder ones for me. I'm still at straddle planche. I'm starting to kind of get into full planche. If I'm feeling good today, I will try a full planche. But let's start out with a straddle planche. So let's see, this song is hype, so let's go. I'm gonna turn the volume up. Let's go.
The angrier I became. Stand up and show them why you're back.
A little press there. That felt really good. Yeah, that press felt pretty good. I don't know how much you could see on the screen. Sorry for the angle. I'm still working on my photography, and just trying to improve the quality of these videos. But yeah, I can do a straddle planche press after 8 years. I'm not gonna say that's bad, but if you look at online, you would think, okay, after 8 years, surely he has full planche push-ups, surely he has full planche presses, surely he has Maltese on his fingers, right? After 8 years, you should be able to do full planche on 2 fingers. That's 8 years, bro. What have you been doing all this time? I've been training consistently, okay? These skills are harder than you think, I swear. It's only because people like me usually quit calisthenics when it takes them this long to learn. But in reality, most people, it takes a long time, okay? You just don't see that because they quit before they get this far. But yeah, let me show you my level in front lever, what I can do max. Let's go for a max hold in front lever and a max hold in planche. I felt pretty good, so let's go for full planche. Let's see it. All right, let's go for a front lever pull-up. Here we go.
Fight or be forgotten.
Guys, I don't even care that took me 8 years. That feeling beats all of the time that it took to get me there. I can actually do front lever pull-ups now. Whereas before, when I got started, I trained front lever for years and it felt impossible. So my message to you, my main message, is to keep going, keep learning, keep training harder and smarter every single day, and eventually you're going to get there. You just gotta push through. If you want a little guide in the beginning here, I do offer coaching, and you obviously gotta pay for it. But if you don't have the money, that's also totally fine. You can just like and subscribe, and there's even a free PDF in the description where I show a bunch of exercises. So if you kind of don't know where to start in terms of exercises, then you can download that PDF for free. And yeah, let's just get into the planche set, I think. Let's go.
Never heard. Am I supposed to care?
All right, as you could see there, I don't have the full planche yet. I have the straddle planche, but not the full planche. And you know what, that's fine. It feels like it's getting closer now. I'm actually able to kind of hold it there. So my theory is kind of, I gotta work on more straddle planche presses and get it up to like maybe 4 or 5 straddle planche presses. And then I will be able to do the full planche. Also, this day is not my best day. I did train, this is my 3rd day in a row training, so it is a bit more rough today than in a fully rested day. And that's also another one of my training philosophies, is that with calisthenics, the training splits are way different than bodybuilding. But that's for another video, but I'll just give you a quick TLDR, I guess, now that I got into it. So you can't just do, I mean, you can do push and pull in calisthenics. I choose to do them on the same day for a very particular reason. The more often, the more frequent you can be in your calisthenics training, the more neurological gains you're gonna make. So calisthenics is a lot about how much proprioception do you have, how well can you recruit your muscle fibers. So if you train the skills more often rather than doing push-pull rest, push-pull rest, then that would be like push every 3rd day. You're not getting that proprioception. So what I chose to do instead is to do light trainings almost every single day, push and pull. And that just gave me much more of that proprioception. I can recruit my muscles way better, and it gave me a ton of progress. So obviously, if you're starting out, don't just go balls to the wall, train every day. But what I'm saying is that as you continue to train more, then you can start to up your frequency, train more often, and just do light sessions. Don't go all out in these sessions. That's one thing I've learned, that at least it works very well for me, and other people I've talked to say the same thing. So that's just a tip you can try out. I think that's pretty much it for this video. I also kind of have the one-arm handstand, and I also can do freestyle skills. So that's pretty much where 8 years of calisthenics training has gotten me. I wish you luck on your journey. I hope everything goes well and you learn all the dream skills that you want. But if you don't learn them as quick as you want, keep in mind that you will get there. Just keep going. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.